guys, welcome back to the Beauty Basics series part 3, the last and final part, maybe, of the series where I will be talking about the differences between foundations, BB creams, and CC creams. So if you want to go ahead and keep watching, then please stay tuned. Okay, so first I want to do the really simple basic, which is the difference between BB cream and CC cream. So the easiest way to tell the difference between these two is I personally like to call BB cream Beauty Balm. It's more of like a tinted moisturizer. This is something for those of us that, you know, need to kind of even out our skin tone if we're running out to the grocery store, we're running out to go do something really quickly, or for those of you that barely need any coverage on your face, this is going to be totally perfect for you. BB creams are designed to help clear acne, conceal imperfections, minimize the look of pores, reduce the appearance of redness, adjust to the skin tone, hydrate and smooth, and mattify and clarify, and it has 0% oils and its lightweight feel. So this is essentially like a beauty balm. So it does say light to medium sheer tint. So a beauty balm or a BB cream is perfect for those of you that barely have anything to cover up or hide, barely have any blemishes, and also this is going to be really perfect for those of us that need to put on a quick beat when we're going somewhere and we don't want to use our expensive foundation. Then to top off this section of the video, I am going to be talking about the CC cream. So a CC cream is essentially a color correcting cream. So this is the Physician Formula's color correction and care cream, and it's an all over blur cream. So this is going to, you know, minimize and reduce redness, you know, dark circles, and any kind of imperfections that you have on your skin. I tried this out all by itself at one point, and I loved the way it looked on my face. It did kind of even out my skin tone. It gave me like a little bit of a matting effect, and I tried to use it with a primer, but I realized that this itself can be used as a primer underneath foundation. I have tried it one time and I didn't notice too much of a difference, but I'm willing to try it again. This is honestly my first CC cream. I've had experience with BB creams because when they first came out, everybody was, you know, talking about them and trying to figure out, you know, what the big hoopla was about it. And so with the CC cream, I decided to give it a go and see what would happen. As you know, I am getting more into color correcting and seeing if that makes a huge difference or not. It's a very hit or miss within the beauty community, I feel like half of the people that I follow here on YouTube and on social media use color correction, and the other half just thinks it's a waste of time and doesn't even do it. But the CC cream essentially is, I want to say it's more of a primer. This is for, again, people that might need a light to medium coverage. It says that it provides an SPF of 30, and then I didn't take notice if this BB cream did. I'm sure that they do sell the BB cream that has SPF foundation in it. I didn't particularly pick up that one, but this one has an SPF of 30, so that's very good that it does this. But essentially, it's just a color correcting cream. It comes out like one tone, as you can see, and you kind of just rub that all over your skin, and it has a very warming effect to the skin. It's kind of funny like that actually, and you see how thick it is because it's trying to get its color correcting game on. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swipe the BB cream so you can see just how lightweight that is, since we're all about this life right now. See how light that is coming out of the container? So this is a BB cream. See how it kind of just blends right into the skin? Just kind of mellows out a little bit of this imperfections and everything, but not too much. So again, BB creams would be good for those of you that barely have any kind of blemishes to conceal, or for on the go use, like if you don't want to leave your house without some kind of a beat on your face. And then I would say that you could use the CC cream by yourself. I did do that and I did like the way that it looked, but it is kind of mostly designed to be used under your foundation. So that is the perfect segue onto our foundation business. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about foundations. I'm going to be sharing with you my own personal opinions on the current foundations that I have in terms of which ones are light to medium coverage, which ones are medium to full coverage, and which ones are full-blown full coverage. Before I get into the nitty-gritties about the coverage of the foundations, I did want to go ahead and share that even though you do buy a medium to full coverage foundation, it does depend on the tool that you use that will help bring the best of quality out of that foundation. So for example, if you do use a damp beauty blender, you will tend to get more of a lighter coverage just because of the beauty blender soaking it up. And if you are wanting more of a fuller coverage, I would suggest that you use a brush like the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, which is going to kind of like move around the product and buff it in more versus soaking it up as a beauty blender would. So just one of those random pro tips there that I wanted to give you. So the first foundation that I wanted to talk to you about is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I consider this to be a light to medium coverage foundation just because of the fact that I have used it when I'm running around doing errands and I need something more than a BB cream, and also when I go and hang out with my friends, this is kind of my go-to. And I've also used this at work when I just needed something a little bit extra, just nothing too extra, because I try not to get too extra with my makeup at work. That's just my own personal preference. So with this, I would feel that you would find it to have a light to medium coverage, and I think this is perfect for those of you that are starting to really get into foundations and starting to really understand how much coverage that you would need for your skin tone personally, or your skin type personally, I should say. I just got done talking about skin tones earlier, that's why. What am I gonna do? Okay, the next set would be medium to full coverage foundation. So I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and then I also have the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation, which this one is going to be a lot more full coverage than the Milani, but I just wanted to show you two of these foundations that would be considered to be full coverage. So I'm gonna swatch them for you so you can see how thick they are in consistency. The MAC doesn't have a pump, so I'm gonna just kind of dab it on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna show you guys, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna show you guys how it works. I hope I didn't stain my top. Okay, no, I didn't stain my top. So this is what the full coverage foundations would look like. So you see how thick in consistency they are? Like, this is what a full coverage is. And I'm sorry, I should have swatched the medium coverage, so let me do that really quickly so you guys can understand that. This is a medium to light coverage foundation, and I'll make sure that you can understand like how it could be a medium to light coverage. So this is the medium to light coverage. This would be a really full coverage, and this one would be medium to full coverage. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to be talking to you about these two full coverage foundations that are highly raved about all the time in the beauty community, which would be the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Foundation and the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. This stuff is like putting paint on your face, and also this is like putting paint on your face as well. It is so full coverage, like ridiculously full coverage. Like, I feel like I look like a ghost or a kabuki girl whenever I wear this, and these are really not too much into my shade right now. They're a little bit lighter than what I am at this point, but I am going to show you just how full coverage these babies are. Like, compared to the MAC and the Milani, it's nothing. They make the MAC and Milani look like they're medium coverage foundations. So I'm gonna swatch these for you. So this is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Do you see how thick that is? And then this is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Oh my god, this is so thick, you guys. Do you see how thick this is? So these are full coverage foundations. Like, and I know a lot of girls that prefer full coverage foundations. I do when I'm doing Instagram photos, because obviously I want to look flawless and, you know, bomb. But for my YouTube videos, I haven't thought about using that because I feel like I'm really gonna look like a kabuki girl, and I just honestly don't want to. No offense to kabuki girls out there. Okay, so this is the MAC Studio Fix Foundation. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and then this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Can you guys see a difference in them? Like, these two, the MAC and the Milani, are pretty much medium to full, and then the Kat Von D and the Marc Jacobs are really full, and then here's the Wet n Wild, which is a light to medium coverage. So this is how you can see. And then I guess what I'm going to do for you guys next is I'm going to go ahead and put the BB cream and CC cream just so how you can even see how that makes a difference as well. So pardon me. It's going to be on my knuckles, or in between my knuckles. So this is the CC cream, and then this is the BB cream. But of course if I blend it out, you see how light that is, and then the CC cream is pretty much going to be a non-existence if I continue to blend it out. But here are the differences on my hand. So I hope you guys found this series to be really helpful. I know that I would have benefited from a series like this. I haven't seen a video where anybody compares, you know, the different foundations and BB creams and CC creams together on one hand to give you a better understanding of kind of how they all work and how they all look amongst each other. I'm not talking about the shades itself, because yeah, the shades are all over the place, but just in general how they work side by side so you can see the difference between them. I hope you guys found this series to be very helpful, and if you did, please go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know if this is something that you want to go ahead and keep, you know, seeing from me on this channel, because I can definitely go ahead and do that if you guys want to. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.